The veterans are dying at the VA. This is not how we're supposed to treat our wounded V. In another move to drain the DC swamp, President Donald Trump's administration has been able to uncover a truly sad fact from the Veterans Affairs hiring practices. The Department of Veterans Affairs has been allowing its hospitals across the nation to hire doctors and nurses with revoked medical licenses. This is a practice that has been going on for at least 15 years and is in violation of federal law. But the VA issued national guidelines back in 2002 where it gave local hospitals discretion to hire clinicians after prior consideration of all relevant facts surrounding any revocations, just as long as they still possess a license in one of the 50 states. What? But this is in direct contradiction to a federal law passed in 1999 which bars the VA from employing any healthcare worker whose license has been revoked by any of the 50 states. Can someone please tell me why we are treating our vets like second-class citizens? While if you go to any top-notch emergency room in the nation, all you see is how they are being inundated with illegals, who will never pay a dime for their treatment, and have never done anything for this country other than break the law to take advantage of our naiveness and generosity. USA Today reports, veteran patients in imminent danger at VA hospital in D.C., investigation finds. Washington. Conditions are so dangerous at the Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Washington, D.C., that the agency's chief watchdog issued a preliminary report Wednesday to alert patients and other members of the public. The VA Inspector General found that in recent weeks the operating room at the hospital ran out of vascular patches to seal blood vessels, and ultrasound probes used to map blood flow. The facility had to borrow bone material for knee replacement surgeries. And at one point, the hospital ran out of tubes needed for kidney dialysis, so staff had to go to a private sector hospital and ask for some. The hospital, which serves more than 98,000 veterans in the nation's capital, lacks an effective inventory system, the Inspector General determined, and senior VA leaders have known about the problem for months and haven't fixed it. Investigators also inspected 25 sterile storage areas and found 18 were dirty. Although our work is continuing, we believed it appropriate to publish this interim summary report given the exigent nature of the issues we have preliminarily identified, and the lack of confidence in adequately and timely fixing the root causes of these issues, VA Inspector General Michael Missel wrote. The Inspector General rarely issues such preliminary findings. The last time appears to have been in January 2015, when his office found lapses in urology care at the Phoenix VA were endangering patients and required immediate attention. The VA set up an incident command center on March 30th when the Inspector General notified officials about the problems in Washington. It sent logistics specialists, technicians and managers to fix the problems. Such actions, Missel said, are short-term and potentially insufficient to guarantee the implementation of an effective inventory management system and address the other issues identified. Further, shortages of medical equipment and supplies continue to occur. Confirming that problems persisted despite these measures, he wrote. After the report's release Wednesday, the VA issued a statement saying that the medical center director, Brian Hawkins, was relieved from his position and placed on administrative duty, effective immediately. The department considers this an urgent patient safety issue, the statement said. VA is conducting a swift and comprehensive review into these findings. VA's top priority is to ensure that no patient has been harmed. If appropriate, additional disciplinary actions will be taken in accordance with the law. New VA Secretary David Shulkin told USA Today earlier